Hey guys, Lightning Flame Games here. Welcome to the 5th of my Black Ops 3 Express Guides. In this episode, we'll be covering the Unlockable Specialist weapons. Let's get to it. The Annihilator has so much utility it's almost unfair. When equipped, you gain a revolver with 6 rounds. Each shot packs a mighty punch that can destroy enemies in the smaller score streaks instantly, while dealing substantial damage to the larger ones. Be warned that the fire mode is single action, meaning that after each shot, you must manually chamber the next round. This action can give your foes time to shut you down. When you combine this slow fire rate with wide hipfire spread and almost no aim assist, you gain a weapon that is lackluster up close and where aimed accuracy is paramount. As such, you must be sure to accurately engage enemies one at a time at a middle range when using the Annihilator, taking care to avoid groups or tight choke points as best you can. Select this weapon, keep your enemy at a comfortable range, and annihilate anything that opposes you. Activating the Hive will equip you with a special launcher that can fire up to 5 trap pods filled with rather nasty nano-drones. These pods will stick to any surface on the map and can be triggered by enemies or score streaks for devastating effect. The nano-drones will swarm and kill normal infantry or heavily damaged score streaks. Be aware that the pods can be destroyed by enemy fire, and if you die, the pods will also disappear. Because of the instant lethality and ability to place the pods anywhere, the Hive shines at area denial and remote defense. You can set a trap within a hot choke point or critical objective and resume normal play, knowing that enemies who carelessly wander will almost assuredly fall into your deadly trap. Alternately, if you prefer locking down a single area, the Hive can guard your firing location better than any single piece of equipment. This weapon can act as an excellent remote defense tool, or a camper's best friend. Either way, any careless foe that agitates it will be sure to suffer its sting. Reaper takes a page out of Mega Man's book and transforms his arm into a death cannon. You gain a minigun with 100 high damage rounds that fire extremely quickly and with very little recoil. Just point, aim, fire, and destroy everything in sight, even while on the move. With all its benefits, however, come pretty major costs. First, this weapon takes by far the longest time to charge compared to the other specialists, so you can't use it as often. Next, you must spin up the minigun before you fire. Simply pressing the fire button will briefly spin the gun up before firing, which can get you killed if you're not careful. Fortunately, the previous weaknesses can be remedied somewhat by pressing the aim button, which will keep the minigun spinning until you're ready to fire. Bust out your Scythe and mow your enemies down like weeds. In another case of slightly ripping off another series, Spectre deploys a set of twin blades Assassin's Creed style and shanks any enemy within his reach. You gain a longer melee range and faster cooldown with the Ripper active, so you can easily slice your way through groups of enemies. Spectre can also quickly slash away at any grounded score streaks like sentry guns. On top of all that, this is by far the fastest charging specialist weapon, so you can use it very frequently. This is balanced, of course, by the fact that you are utterly helpless at any sort of range other than point blank. Regardless, within its range, nothing can beat Spectre's steel. If you haven't tried this weapon yet, you should definitely take a stab at it. It's been a while since we've seen a fire-based weapon in Call of Duty, and Firebreak's Purifier is a welcome return. When activated, you'll receive a flamethrower with an ample supply of ammo. Press the fire button to unleash a deadly stream of flame. Even if you barely graze your enemies, they will die. A guaranteed kill on contact combined with generous ammo capacity arguably makes the Purifier the deadliest weapon in terms of potential kills. However, it does have many crippling weaknesses. Perhaps most notably, your enemies still have time to shoot you even when they're barbecuing, so don't linger after you get your hit markers. Secondly, the blasts of fire that you produce are very noticeable and only effective up close, so someone at long range can easily shut you down. Finally, the flames that you fire do take a bit of time to extend to their maximum range, so engage more distant targets wisely. With this in mind, stay out of the fray until the time is right, but when your moment comes, blaze in and turn up the heat. That's all the specialist weapons. Join me for the next installment, where I'll be covering the default specialist abilities. Until next time, this is Lightning Flame Games saying, adios!